Some of you already know this, but my friend Z recently bought 10 copies of Moon Have Mercy just to give away. And this absolutely floored me. I honestly don't know how to react to such a kind gesture from someone. And I have been trying to think of what I could do to not return the favor, but just to express my gratitude. Like what could I do that's an appropriate token of gratitude? So what I ultimately came up with was I reached out to Z and I asked her if there were any scenes in the book that I hadn't illustrated that she thought maybe I ought to have illustrated or she would have liked to have seen. And she suggested the opening scene, the opening sequence of Ferritin initially trying to get out of the acid swallow, which is a pretty intense sequence. So I just started sketching some ideas of what I could do. At first I thought like maybe when he first wakes up at the bottom, but I don't know. I felt like that was too close to the cover image. And then, I mean, it needs to be him trying to climb out, right? But then the image for chapter 1 is him being hoisted out of the swallet next to the wall in profile. So I thought, let's try to get a different angle. And I tried to get some, is that called foreshortening? Forced perspective on there. And look, I'm not an artist like this, okay? I'm doing my best with what I've got. I originally thought, what if I just draw it on paper and then send the paper? But honestly, I wasn't that happy with how it came out. I didn't like I like to put a lot of detail into like specific areas of a drawing, which is maybe not a good idea. I don't know. I wish I could pinch and zoom on paper, but I couldn't get it with the pencil. It's a skill issue. Look, I'm not saying it's not a skill issue. This is not what I studied. It's not something I actually know how to do. It's literally just brute forcing my way through each drawing until it's done. So here is the finished pencil sketch. And you can see I thought maybe this would just be the end of it. I even signed and dated it already. But I just, in the end, I wasn't happy with where it was. So I pulled it out of my book and scanned it in so that I could keep working on it in Procreate. And now here we go into the Procreate part of this whole process. I thought that it would be cool to do an overhead time-lapse instead of using the Procreate time-lapse, because the problem with the Procreate time-lapse is when you're working on small details, it just only shows you the entire picture. And you'll see, because I had to actually insert a little bit at the end when I forgot to turn on my camera. But I thought that maybe it would be neater if you could even see like my hand and the Apple Pencil and everything. But what I didn't realize is how much I am pinching and zooming and turning the image. And so it looks a little bit wild. I hope it's not really annoying to look at. I don't know. I think maybe it's a little bit more interesting. So here I am working on the walls, and I realize that they don't match the walls as I drew them in the actual chapter illustration for chapter 1, the published chapter illustration. And I don't really have anything to say in my defense, except that I have gotten better. And if I was doing that illustration now, I would do a better job on it. The walls should be stratified. There should be layers. There should be chunks sticking out. I did try to, like in the book illustration, it's like pretty out of focus. But anyway, I was almost done here, I thought, and I just had to move a few things around and just make a couple little adjustments. I was trying to decide if I was done here or not, and in the end, I was just really unhappy with the face. I didn't think it looked enough like Ferritin in the other drawings of him. And I also just felt like the nose had this weird like police sketch artist like pinched thing going on. So I wanted to widen it a little bit and bring it forward a little bit. And also I thought I could add, I guess, maybe dimension or volume a little bit to the muscles in the eyebrow, a little bit. Anyway, so then I was happy with it. This is the final drawing. And now I'm going to insert some other footage because I want to show you guys something. Kitties! Look what came. It's here. That actually was really quick. I was worried it wasn't going to get here for a while. Harvey, you good boy. What you doing? Is your belly? Do you have a belly? We get it. Gertie. No, you don't have a belly. Oh, you have a little belly. A little bit. I've made sure I took all the address labels and stuff off of here. And Let's see, am I about to dox myself anyway? Yes. Look at Harvey. Okay. So I had G-clay prints done. One big one and then some small ones. I cannot open this single-handed. Okay, they are not messing around with how they package these prints. There are 4 heavy-duty pieces of cardboard on either side of these. This is just, what is it, 10 8x10s and 1 9x12. You can guess who the larger print is for. There's like a little piece of vellum paper here on top. Yeah, wow, look at that. That is so crisp. Looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put this guy in the mail. Okay, I am back from the post office. Sorry it's dark in here. It is super bright and hot out, so I have the curtains drawn. So that is on its way to Z, the 9x12. I presumably have waited until you've had time to get that package. I hope you like it. I hope it is representing the scene well for you. And I hope you accept this token of my gratitude. Thank you so much. I just hope you accept this token of my gratitude. It's only a token, and I just hope I hope you like it. That's all. And yeah, I will talk to everyone later. Okay. Bye.